Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today I'm going to be doing a video with the new Colourpop Your Golden palette. I got sent this last week. I know this video is a little late, but I was going out of town to visit family with Zane and I didn't have time to get a video up beforehand, but I did leave a poll on my Instagram asking if you guys would be interested in seeing a video with this palette or not. And it was pretty 50-50, but I literally had hundreds and hundreds of people vote yes, so I figured I would whip together a video for you. This is a 30 pan palette. I'm not a big, large palette person, but I figured I would still play with it for you guys. Some of you might really be into this and I wanted to just provide some inspiration for you. Give you my thoughts, you know? I do have a discount code with Colourpop as well, by the way. It is 5 Beautbean. It'll save you $5 on orders 25 or more. It doesn't work on every release, but it's worth a shot if you want to save $5. I make no commission off of that code. It's just for you to save money. In this video, I'll do a close-up of the palette. I'll do swatches. I did a tutorial for you. We played with some makeup. We'll chat about it. It's gonna be a good time. Before we hop into all that though, let me just give you my details. My necklace today is from Shop Sun & Co. You can use my affiliate code Beautbean for 10% off. My plugs today are Love Kills Boutique. My earrings are Spooky Doodle Club on Etsy. And this is a Christma brand wig. Check my FAQ in the description box if you need spelling. So yeah, without further ado, let's just move forward and chat about the palette, do some swatches, all that good stuff. All right, so let's hop into it. Again, 30 pan palette. It's a lot. This is what the inside looks like. I made the mistake of not doing my close-ups before I used this palette, so sorry that my close-ups are dirty. It is what it is. But we have 30 shades in here. There is one pressed glitter. It is the top middle shade called Rum Season. I will say this particular glitter is really cute though. It's very much like light iridescent-y. Not iridescent, but it's just like twinkly topper. It's not like crazy opaque, and I think that's really cute. I'm not the biggest pressed glitter person just because personally I'd rather a shadow be in there and I can dip into separate glitters when I want to use glitter. I'm not anti-glitter, I just don't like them being in my palettes. But there is one glitter in here just so you're aware. There are a couple sequin shadows, but it's definitely not sequin shadow heavy. I don't really mind sequin shadows anymore. I'm kind of past it. I just pretend that they're mattes, but there are a couple in here just so you're aware. I feel like the shimmers in here are really pretty actually. When I was doing my swatches, I was pretty amazed at how shiny and reflective they were. Like especially Salty, On Ice, Illusion, like some of these like more champagne-y bronzy ones are just really, really wet looking, very Ritz from Colourpop-esque vibes. I definitely can see the appeal with this palette. I can see a lot of people getting down with it. Again, I'm not the biggest large palette person. I doubt this will stay in my collection forever. I probably will give this to a friend at some point, but I did want to play with it for you guys and do a video. I might do an Instagram video at some point. We will just have to see if I feel like it. My filming list is forever long, so I'm trying to get to as much for you as absolutely possible. But that's what the palette looks like. There's some swatches for you, just my kind of initial thoughts on the palette. It's definitely Dream Street vibes. If you remember Dream Street from a couple years ago, it was a collab with Kathleen Lights. I actually had that palette for a while, and then I just kind of grew past it. I didn't need it anymore, so I gave it to a friend, but definitely similar vibes. I do kind of wish I had the palette still so I could compare it, but very similar. So if you don't have this palette and you're just watching this video because you feel like it, one, thank you very much, and two, maybe you have the Dream Street and maybe this can help provide some inspiration as well. So yeah, let's just move forward now and actually do the tutorial, play with some shadows, and at the end of the video I will give you my thoughts so far on the palette. Hi, hello, let's play with this palette. We all know this is not my size preference, but I'm still going to try to make a really pretty look out of this. Obviously I want to play with the blues. I am like definitely drawn to them. I really like this peachy pinky shade. Really like some of these shimmers. This one here is really pretty. I like this peachy one. There's a lot of good things in here, so I'm hoping that I will have fun with it, you know? I'm gonna prime with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm gonna blend it out and I'm not gonna set it because I don't prefer to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start with Sporty, the dark blue in the palette. I'm gonna take that on this angled spectrum brush. It is a B04, I think. The name is getting rubbed off. And I want to just focus that in the outer corner of the eye. I definitely want some depth and drama with this look, so that's what I'm aiming for. Just gonna lightly just kind of tap it out here. I'll go ahead and smudge a little bit under that lower lash as well. And now I'm just gonna take, I think the Cruise shade. I'm gonna kind of mix that with a little bit of the blue to kind of make a little bit of a lighter blue, but kind of also a neutral. I don't know, I'm mostly dipping into the brown and then like a tap of blue. just to get a little bit of a mixture. This is an Alamar blending brush, by the way. And I'm just going to use this to very lightly start buffing at the edge. I'm holding the very end of my brush so that I have light pressure. And I'm just blending nice and slow just to help diffuse it a little bit. But I don't want it to like disappear. I still want there to be a lot of that color in my outer corner. All right, now I want to take the light pinky shade. I guess it's not that light. The remote shade right here, that regular pink, I guess. I'm taking that on a Spectrum B06 blending brush, and this is gonna go in the front part of my crease. I'm just piling it on, blending it around. I really want this pink to stand out with this blue. Ooh, I really like that color combo. I wish I still had my Dream Street palette to compare, but I feel like this is literally an extended version of the Dream Street palette. So if you have the Dream Street palettes, maybe this can be inspiration for you as well. I'm just really blending in this inner corner by my brow because I really like that look. It gives it a little bit more of a grungy effect when you kind of take it up there. So I'm thinking I want to have my cut crease start with this blue Suns Out shade, and then I want to actually have it fade down into Daydreamer because this shimmer in particular is really, really pretty. And I'll play with Sandy, I think, on the lower lash line, so let's just hop to it. Even though I'm personally not a huge fan of large palettes, I could see this becoming a really popular palette amongst people. Could be good if you're a beginner or if you just want like a large collection of shadows to like just throw in a bag. Well, a big bag, but still. I'm taking my NYX Glitter Primer on this e.l.f. flat eyeshadow brush. Just in case you're new, I use glitter primer with literally every shimmer. Helps them pop to their best form, and it also helps me be precise when I'm doing cut creasy things. So I'm just following the roundness of my eyeball, and I'm going slightly above my natural crease because that's what works best for my eye shape. And I'm stopping it right where things are deepening up in the outer corner where that blue is really starting to form. All right, let's take Suns Out. That blue shimmer. I'm going to pop that right up against the cut that I laid down. That's a really pretty shade. I'm just kind of following that line, and again, I'm stopping it right where that blue is really starting to form up there. And again, in case you're new, I like to also lay my shimmers at kind of a diagonal because I just like the way they mesh together. So I'm gonna add a little more of that shadow in that front corner and then drag it up so it tapers more at the top so it can kind of lay like this. I think it's cute. And now I'm gonna take Daydreamer just on the same brush but the clean side, that really pretty sparkly like gunmetal-y shade. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I feel like with this look I kind of wanted something kind of summery but also grungy, and I think it's going pretty well. I'm just kind of scooting back and forth between both sides of the brush where that merge is so that they can just flow. And now I'm gonna take my brush that I have with the blue matte to begin with, no additional product, just to very lightly smudge where the shimmer and matte meet so it can just flow from matte to shimmer nicely. And now I'm dying to use Sandy, so I want to pop a little of that on my lower lash line right in the front. It'll kind of complement that pink that's in the front of my crease. Just taking that on a little pencil brush. This one's from Luxie. Doesn't really matter, just something small. And I'm just smudging that right here, kind of where my tear duct is. Love a lower lash line shimmer. I think it's so pretty. And now in our corner time, I feel like I just have to use Salty right here. It just looks so reflective and beautiful. And I want that in my inner corner so bad. There's like a shimmery white as well, but this one just looks extra shiny. Ooh, and that's shiny, look at that. It's so bright. Okay, well, that's the look. I think it's really pretty. It is kind of like grungy summery because it's a play on that like bluey pinky summery beachy combo, but like definitely grungified. I love this. I'm going to throw it on the other eye, throw on my lashes, an eye pencil, and something on my lips, and I will be back to finish this look. All right, here's the look complete. I think it's really pretty. It's definitely got that grungy feel, but it's also a little glamorous. I really like this pink in the front. I'm feeling it. I did make one little adjustment though, and I didn't think about filming it. But I took the pressed glitter Rum Season and I just took a little teeny bit on my finger and just kind of tapped a little bit on each lid. It didn't really do much, but it just added a couple little twinkles. So I just wanted to like mention that I did that. The eye pencil I threw in is Colourpop's Macrame. No particular reason other than I thought it would complement it nicely, and I do agree so. My lashes are the Fiona lashes from Noella Lashes, and on my lips is the KVD Beauty Bow and Arrow Liquid Lip. I've rediscovered how much I love this lip color. I just think it's really cute. Like, this specific lipstick is more what I meant. But yeah, this is the look complete. I think it's really pretty. Let me zoom out and we can chat about my thoughts so far. All right, hello, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I love this eye look. I feel really pretty in it. I think it's super cute. I'm happy with it. Let's talk about the palette. This is definitely like not my cup of tea as far as size and color story goes. I think the colors are cute, but it's just too large. If it was a more condensed version, you'd have the Dream Street, but if the Dream Street didn't exist, you'd have a more condensed version of this, and I think that would be cute. There are cute colors in here, there are cute tones. I can see a lot of people getting down with it. The formula is absolutely fine from what I tried. I didn't really expect there to be a formula issue. Colourpop typically performs pretty well for me. The mattes all blended nicely. The shimmers are really pretty. I do really like the shimmers in this palette. Out of all the things in this palette, I think the shimmers are really, just really shiny and really pretty. I like them. I think my bottom line thoughts on this palette are, it's just not for me. It's not something I would have like sought out on my own just because it's so large, but I can see a lot of people getting down with it. I didn't have any performance issues, so if this color story speaks to you, if you like large palettes, this might be a palette for you. It's not completely for me. I didn't hate using it, obviously. It's just not something I'm gonna reach for very often. I kind of forget about big palettes. That's why I don't keep them around usually. I like to use smaller, more curated color stories, so that's just my preference. But if this does speak to you, I think that you'll have a good time with it. I had a good time with it. I like the shades that I used. I like the look I came up with, so I don't really have any negatives other than it's just too large for me personally. So yeah, that's my video on the palette. I hope you enjoyed my video. I would love to know your thoughts on the palette. Do you like this palette? Did you get it? Do you want to get it? What are your thoughts on large palettes? Are you more like me and like smaller, more condensed color stories? My sweet spot is like probably like a 9 to 12 pan palette. That's kind of my sweet spot. That's my favorite. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on that. If you made it to the end of this video, why don't you leave me, I guess just leave me a classic face emoji. I haven't asked for that in a really long time. Leave me your favorite face emoji. And if you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's Beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.